right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're doing another battle from our tournament. We got round 1, battle number 4. It'll be Paintedwolf versus AstralCloak. I'm running Massilia, and Wolf is doing Nervii. So this will be a little interesting. Very different from our previous match, if you remember. It was Macedon versus Lusitani. I believe. Yep. So, very different from the previous battle, but we'll kind of hop on into it and see how things run. This is a tournament for kind of newer players, so we've got a kind of newer casual type players. Yeah, best of 3. This is our second battle, potentially our final battle. We'll see how this runs. I'm just going to toss it in, we'll pause it here and check out our formations. So, you'll see on my side over here, we got the Tarantine Cav. Let me get my Massilia faction. So I got the same army comp as you've probably seen me run with Massilia in the past. In this tournament, running the same thing. We got the Tarantine, and then we got the Lancers next to him on the left flank with the 2 Tarantine on the right flank. And we got the 4 Slingers kind of in that little, like, looks like a house, like a little kid's house painting. You know, you got your little the box. Yep, there you go. Anyway, we got the Slingers up front there, and then we got our Thorax Swords with the hoplites in the center, and then the Thorax Swords on the right with the Axe Warriors to kind of hold that corner just because we didn't have enough Thorax Swords, right? And then we got the Thuro Spears in the middle here just to protect the flanks with Axe Warriors in the rear. And then I got my general running the hoplites once again, like keeping him tanky, like those spears to help with potential cav charges in the rear here. So got that. And then we got the Celtic Warriors kind of just in the middle, just a decent, I mean, they're not crazy, but got them there, right? All right, and we'll check out his formation. Once again, his formation is very spread out, very well done compared to mine. Mine's very compact, which kind of hurts me later. Having more spread out like this lets you control a lot more and just you manage things better. You can do more with it. Mine is not quite as maneuverable, unfortunately. But we'll see on his side. He's got he went with 5 melee cav, which is interesting. Definitely a good chunk there. But they have really good cav, so it makes sense, right? He's got the mighty horses on 3 of them over there. Pretty solid melee cav, and he's got 2 more on this right flank. And then he went with mercenary Germanic scout riders, so decent missile cav. I haven't run them much, so I can't say much about them, but they'll do all right, I'm sure. All right, and then he's got Levy Freeman, very cheap spear unit. Pretty, I mean, you can get some worth out of them, but they're cheaper side of spear infantry, light spear infantry, as it says, right? And he's got some Celtic Warriors kind of in the middle with Fierce Swords, really good melee spear, like, well, mid-tier, right? Fierce Swords, and then he's got more Levy Freeman on the left flank. He's got Oathsworn up front, which is interesting. Normally try and kind of hide your better units a little bit, but he's got Oathsworn up front, which is like one of the best melee infantry units you can have in the game. Right there, and he's got more Fierce Swords in the middle. So he's kind of got swords in the middle with spears on the flanks, which is good. It's always good to have spears on the flanks. I would say it's probably a good idea to have some in the middle, I would say personally, just in case the enemy decides to cav charge the center, but to each their own, right? And he went with Oathsworn for his general, which is a no-brainer with Nervii for sure. Honestly, it doesn't make sense to bring anything else if you can bring Oathsworn. Oathsworn are crazy. Crazy. All right, well, we'll hop right on into it, get our troops moving in here. See how we run. Honestly, it's always cool watching the march. I like my compact formation because it looks so cool as they're marching, just like from the side here. As you can look from the front too. Just the squad marching up. It's pretty sick. I'm a big fan. Just the visuals in this game are awesome. I hear there's an update coming in June for Rome 2. I'm not sure on all the details, but I'm really excited to see what ends up coming out. I know there's like some armor fixes or some type like that. It's like the biggest one from what I heard, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. All right. Looks like, so what we got here is he's moving in with his melee cav on the flanks here, and I'm just bringing out my Tarantine to kind of harass him because you should never charge skirmish cav with melee cav because almost always the skirmish cav can outrun you and they'll just tear you apart as you chase them. So you're kind of throwing away a unit, you gotta be careful. But if you can get them like trapped, then you can do some work for sure. So he's got that, but he's also got his skirmish cav over here moving in to kind of flank me here, while these guys are getting chased by mine, which is not, might be kind of a blunder there. We got the first volleys though, first couple volleys here. Ooh, he's definitely taking the hits though. 53, and I am left unscathed. You gotta be careful, man. So running around, skirmish cav is so tough because running around is good because they'll miss some shots, but if you face them head on, your shields will be able to tank some of the shots more often. Running away like this is never a good idea, just because you're presenting your back to the enemy, and they're going to take full advantage of that and get some good hits on you. You got to be very careful if going against other skirmish cav with your own. That's kind of what's happening here. Actually, honestly, I'm more tearing him up than anything. But also, you gotta think he's very light versus I'm medium, so he's got a lot of speed on me, but my guys have more armor. So there's that, kind of helping me out a little bit there, for sure. I'm noticing with the craziness going on over here, bringing my other Tarantine around. Gotta have them come help out. Hopefully. We'll see how that ends up going. This Tarantine is really getting tore up, though. For sure, for sure. I don't think this is a good trade for me, but it is good to knock out their Missile Cav. Because if I can get their Missile Cav knocked out, that's huge for me. That's huge. Alright, we are getting the infantries kind of pushing up here. Really wish I would have noticed that we had Oathsworn over here. Could have focused them down some more with my slingers, but we didn't do that. He didn't bring in any range, so that's pretty huge for me. I gotta take full advantage of my slingers here because he's got the better. Honestly, I think he has the better infantry units compared to me. He could definitely tear me up. I mean, he's got they're lighter on armor. Like, if you look at this, 45, 45, 45. I mean, the Oathsworn, obviously, you're tanky, but I got 75. So, like, significantly lighter on armor, but they're going to have to do a lot more damage than they should, I believe, on average. But I do have a lot of Pila, a lot of javelins, so we're going to be able to do some damage on them as they charge in. I really missed my charges here. Could have got a charge bonus in on my infantry, but looks like didn't quite catch what was going on. I was probably focused too much on the cav fights over here, like we can see up here. This one Tarantine actually doing some work, man. He's got all of these guys chasing after him. Excellent damage there. Excellent way to distract them. Problem is, you got some cav in on the rear. He's probably going to break these slingers, but that's exactly what I have my general in here for. He's going to get in there and help out. We got kind of the corners. Give them a little fight here. We really need to get my... I mean, we've got Thorough Spears, but Thorough Spears really need to get pulled back to the side here so they can throw their Pila. Because that's like one of their biggest... It's one of like the biggest things about having them is they have so many... Like, they have 4... shots of it, I believe. So you really want to unload those on the enemy. Here I was kind of forced to charge my Tarantine in here to trap their mighty horses to take them out, which isn't quite what I wanted, but it's what's happening here. Got the Thorough Spears. See, they're actually getting some good Pila throws in. Not doing a ton of damage, but we're working here. Unfortunately, he got an excellent charge in here with the Pila on these Axe Warriors. Kind of did some good damage on them before they even getting into the fight. That's what javelins are really for, man, on your infantry. That's what you want to use them for. I'm getting some good charges with the Lancers. Interesting, getting them into the Levy Freeman is kind of dangerous because they're spears, right? So they have a little bit of... They do better against Cav, right? But he's running after him, and I'm getting some good hits with this... with the slingers. Oh, that was a good Pila hit on those guys. Oh, that hurts, man. That hurts. Those Lancers are really going to be like... They're going to be huge for this fight here. So basically all that's left of my cav. Tarantine are pretty tore up at this point. And this one I seem to have forgotten over there. So it's always tough when you forget about a whole unit because he could be putting in some serious damage, but he's not, unfortunately. Wasting some of my javelins on these Levy Freemen. They're pretty... I mean, they're a low tier unit, really cheap, which is good. I mean, they're good because they're cheap, right? But kind of wasted some javelins on there. He's getting an excellent charge in on my slingers again. This is really what you got to do with your cav after the initial engagement begins. Is really get your cav in there, get fighting, take out their range so they can't do anything with it. Because he doesn't. Remember, he didn't bring in any ranged units besides his melee. Oh, he got a good buff in. What did he get? Force concentration, increase it. Oh, that's rough for me. That's rough for me. That's all right though. Hopefully we can get over here. We're getting a good... Ooh, that's probably going to break them. Yep, that's good. Good charge with the cav. That's what we like to see.
Understood. Yes, Commander.
I love the shot cav. The shot cav puts in some serious work, man. And then we got these axe warriors and come around and get a nice flank going. These mighty horses decided to fight hoplites, which is never a good move. Unfortunately, he has so much cav left. Honestly, I'm just getting kind of scared of the cav at this point, if I remember. Just because I'm noticing I need to get my worth out of my slingers here, but there's not very many. Like, they've been kind of tore up by the cav. They're doing good work, don't get me wrong, but the cav is tearing them up. And I'm having to use my Tarantine to slow them down, which is not what you want to be using Tarantine for much. I mean, they can do okay in melee, don't get me wrong, but they're not going to do great. Ooh, these throw spears got absolutely just... like the entire unit got knocked down. I think they're facing the wrong direction. That's rough. That's hard to see. It's hard to see. Oh, man. And he's still got Missile Cav left. He's just going to tear up these slingers. Nothing's gonna work there. Good news is my general is fine, man. 120 still there. Got these thorough spears to come assist. We're going to tear up that cav. Maybe if we decide to do anything with these. There we go. Looks like they are out of ammo. So we're getting a good charge in, getting good in the flanks of these cav. Hopefully just trap them in here. That would be ideal, honestly. Honestly, would be awesome. We're having some units break here. It looks like he's... Yeah, I fully broke this unit, getting moved in there. Not what we want to see there. Broke this line. Oh, he's breaking my axe warriors too. These are some weaker units that are breaking, for sure, but still. It's these Oathsworn. These Oathsworn are putting in work. 140 kills already. That's insane. How's our general doing? 100 kills? Oh, but we got a perfect charge on their general there. That's why you got to protect your generals. Always protect your generals. Always got to protect them, which I'm not doing, personally, at all. But still, you got to protect them. The crazy thing is, though, I got that amazing charge in, and I still lost a unit. We're tearing up his general, but just not fast enough. It's such a powerful unit, and we don't have, like, the thorax swords and the hoplites are not going to do much to these Oathsworn. Those Oathsworn are crazy good, man. He is tearing up our army, and we still have these freaking Tarantine just hanging out on the flank. Just clear out there, doing nothing. That's not what we want. It's not what we want at all. We could have done a lot of good things with them. Really dealt with their cav is really what I wanted to do with them, but just can't do it. Just can't do it here. Luckily, we are getting their general knocked down. If we can kill his general here, we might have a chance, but it's not looking good for us right now. We're running on just a couple units left at this point. Balance of power is very against us. Very much against us right now. But if we can kill their general, we might just have a chance. Oh, we got a good javelin throw on those lancers. Tossing my general in a hoplite on the phalanx here. Gotta have it, just hoping to keep them alive for as long as we can. His general is wavering and broken. Gone. Let's go. General's dead. That's what we like to see. That's what we really needed there. Because now we got a little bit... He's going to have a morale penalty on all his units. And he's got mostly cav left. And some infantry. The good news, though, is they are all exhausted, tired, very tired. That gives them a huge debuff on their attack and everything. So that's huge for us. Unfortunately, our units are also winded, but these guys are active. The Lancers are tired, which sucks. I think we just realized that we had these Tarantine over here. Good news is they're fresh. They're just clear out of the way, and I doubt they have any ammo left, but we'll see about that. We'll see that here soon. Man, our general's putting in work. He's got 2 chevrons. That's crazy for hoplites. I don't know what the back and forth is going on here with my hoplites. Definitely not a good move for me. Oh, we're trying to deal with the cav. That makes sense. It hurts, man. It hurts to see. All right, we're getting a good charge in. Let's see this charge go. Oh, excellent charge there. It's getting some good damage gone. He's got 2 chevrons. It's going to break that unit, potentially. 2 units? That's 1 routed. Come on. There we go. That's 2. That's huge. Just off of 1 charge. That's how powerful cav can be. Especially at the end like this. Poor general's just in here fighting among all the bodies. Oh, man. Luckily, we're taking out their infantry. It's really that vigor loss. They have such low vigor. It gives them just a huge debuff, which is helping me out. I've been using the second wind, as you can see here, keeping my units up. These guys are fresh now. Unfortunately, we're already lose these thorough spears, most likely. Tarantine are coming in here finally at the end of the match with the javelins. Interesting. They do have ammo left. That's awesome. That is awesome. Perfect. Good time with the charge. Kind of cancel theirs out a little bit. Not much. Breaking a lot of their units. I mean, they are mostly these very light missile cavs, so they're not going to be able to do much at all. But we broke 2 of them and the rest of their infantry. Our general is still holding strong. Still holding strong. We still have javelins left, which is insane for this late game. Honestly, at the end of the match here, still having javelins just doesn't make any sense. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'll take it, but just crazy. Let's try and get a charge in here. That hoplite wall, though, is holding them in. I'm counter-charging, maybe. Hopefully we can finish them off. I think we just got a second wind off. Yep, got a second wind on the Lancers. That's going to be huge for us. These Lancers are really let's get a win this match. These Lancers right here. I mean, our general's doing okay, but he's just, there's not enough left of his unit to do enough here. We really need these Lancers to get in here and get some damage in, because that charge that they get a crazy charge. But 57 is huge. And that is it, guys. That is the match. Awesome match. Awesome match. I really enjoyed this one. This one was really close. It was so much fun to play. Thanks for joining, guys. Let's take a look at some of these kills, though. 318 with the Lancers. That's what we're talking about right there. So you know I used them well. Now, even the General, 147. Very, very good, dude. I will say the Tarantine didn't quite get a ton in, but pretty decent for theirs. They were mostly distracting, which is honestly not bad. They got good kills for that. Slingers were fairly useless, honestly. Unfortunately, the Slingers did not get a lot of worth there. We got some good worth out of our Axe Warriors, surprisingly. They're very low, like, they're not a great infantry unit in general. They're decent-ish. So getting near 100 kills on all of them is insane. Insane. It's probably mostly off of their, like, with javelins. I believe they have skirmish abilities, or they probably throw axes, but still. Celtic Warriors, yeah, they're not a great unit. Don't expect much out of them, unfortunately. Surprisingly, the hoplites here got a lot of kills. Hoplites normally don't get a ton of kills in these land battles, just because they're mostly think of them like a tank, like you're tanking your like party, right? They're just kind of there to hold the line mostly. Thorough spears, as expected, are insanely good. Love those. Those guys were probably fighting all the cav for most of the battle. These ones got a little smacked, unfortunately. And these thorax swordsmen just in the midst of it, just putting in work, man. Putting in work. Surprisingly, these axe warriors were kind of holding it in for us as far as like just damage. It's really, they had a lot of value out of them for sure, for sure. On his side, man, his cav just tore me to pieces. Tore me to pieces. Celtic Warrior surprisingly got almost 200 kills. Man, he was getting some serious... got some good worth out of his like melee infantry here. His spears infantry did not do much, but they are Levy Freeman. Levy Freeman can't do... They're not great. They have... I mean, they're cheap. That's kind of their thing. Oathsworn, of course, did pretty good. Not as good as you would expect from Oathsworn, but still pretty good. I did target them pretty hard, so there's that. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to hop in next week. We'll have another video for our next match. Looks like we're moving on from Paintedwolf here. We won't be seeing him again. And we did beat him twice, so moving on to our next opponent. And we'll see how that goes. Make sure to hit the like button if you like what you saw, and leave a comment if you got any recommendations or things that should do different. I love hearing from you guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more. I do post these videos every Saturday. It's kind of the plan I'm going with. It's going pretty good so far. We'll see if that changes. And we also stream every Tuesday around 12 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. If you guys want to hop in, we stream some Total War games typically. Would love to see you guys around there. And I'm also going to leave a link to the Discord for this tournament that I got into. So if you guys want to hop into future tournaments, right now we're doing a 2v2 land battle, but next, after this tournament is over, sounds like the plan is going to be a siege type battle. So I'm really excited to get into some sieges Hope you guys are as well. All right, we'll see you guys next time.